Okay.
Dear doctor, what made you to choose Ayurveda for learning?
Ayurveda, it is actually, in my experience, it is a learning process. Has to be started by means of Sanskrit. From my childhood, my father, he was teaching me lessons in Sanskrit. There is a methodology in learning Sanskrit, and it was very beautiful, and the skill of Sanskrit was always enriched, and my father never told me that it is for learning Ayurveda. So the language Sanskrit had a special style of learning. From my childhood, I was learning that language Sanskrit systematically, like firstly Siddha Rupam, then Shabda Manjari, then Vyakaranam, then Kalidasa Mahakavyas. So that kind of poems and its understanding and its narrations, it always had a special kind of observations and similes and understanding the language, quite unlike other languages in my experience. So that is a special type of learning. So that way I had been trained by learning Sanskrit language. Later, when father started to teach the beginning lessons of Ayurveda, like Ashtanga Hridaya and Sahasra Yoga, etc., then I understood the significance of learning Sanskrit in my childhood. So that was my learning process. So it took nearly more than 12-13 years before start to learn the Ayurvedic portions. Sanskrit was a scheme of learning. Thereby, it was very easy for me to understand the books in Ayurveda. So it was my learning process, and thereby I was slowly entering to the world of Ayurveda. Then it was very easy to understand and analyzing the meaning, etc. It is a special type of understanding. Okay.
So then why did you choose Ayurveda as a professional career?
Because I was serving patients, and I was accompanying my father while he treats patients, and people were getting rid of the problems, and he was giving medicines, and people were becoming very happy by rectifying the illness permanently. By seeing that, it was delighted, and I was very happy by seeing that kinds of experiences, and it developed a kind of confidence by continuously exposing to that kind of culture in the treatment aspects. So later, naturally, I get confidence, and I firmly selected Ayurveda itself as my professional career in my future life. So that was my main thing, is my father's teachings and his treatment styles. And I was also assisting him as a compounder, as a parijayaka, etc. So I was preparing medicines. So that was helping me to take a decision regarding this professional career.
So what is the concept of classical Ayurveda?
Actually, Ayurveda is always dealt in the classics. There is only one Ayurveda called classical Ayurveda. There is no other kinds of Ayurveda. But man is molding it for the sake of convenience, and they say updating for cost effectiveness and for fascinations and other kinds of fancy consumptions. They made it in different aspects. So classical Ayurveda is quite different. That is what is to be explored. So always classical Ayurveda means it is a scheme of learning regarding the prevention and the curative aspect of diseases, and also especially diagnosis. First of all, modern medicine is not required for an Ayurvedic physician for diagnosing a disease using classical Ayurvedic norms. So classical Ayurvedic norms, it was always having a Sanskrit literature for selecting different tools or key points for diagnosing the diseases. And the diagnosis is totally different than that of modern medicine and other systems in the medical systems in the world. So, classical Ayurveda, it has always has a distinction that in the diagnosis and the prognosis, selection of medicines, and overall in the management of complications, etc. In all the aspects, classical Ayurveda has got a distinction. So, classical Ayurveda means diagnosis by means of classical norm called dosha, Doga Marga, and Sama Nirama Veda. Dosha are the biophysical energy that always manifest diseases through Roga Margas. So, Vikaro, Nama, Kushalana, Jikhriyat, Kadachana. We don't need to name a disease as per the classics, but an intelligent physician can always diagnose a disease by understanding the specific dosha and the Doga Marga with respect to Ama and Nirama Avastha. So, that kind of diagnosis only help us to select medicine from the Ayurvedic, classical Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia. That is meant by classical Ayurveda.
Okay, sir. Then what are its branches?
Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Damshta, Jala, Vrashan. 8 branches are the specialties dealt in the classical Ayurveda. Kaya means general medicine. It can be interpreted as Bala means pediatrics. Graha means astromedicine. Urdhvanga means ENT with ophthalmology. Shalya means surgery. Damshta means toxicology. Vrusha means Rasayana Vajikar, that is rejuvenative or aphrodisiac medicines. Vrusha means treatment or management for sexual problems, debilitating sexual illness. So this all comprises the entire branches in the Ayurvedic classics.
Okay, sir. Can you briefly tell the history, emphasizing the difference of Ayurveda with the other medical systems?
Ayurveda has a history since Rig Veda itself. Until Atharva Veda, Rig Veda started, we have a mythological period since 3500 BC. Till 2 BC, there was a sound period of Vedic period. Always, during these times, Ayurveda had a sound mentioning in all. It was scattered here and there, but it was not being properly compiled. So the history starts since 3500 BC. That is from the Rig Veda period itself, and it was in the form of Prarthana Sukta, and ultimately it was always existed for increasing lifespan. Okay, by rectifying the diseases that retard the lifespan. So later, during the Atharva Veda period, ancient legends thought, and they must have been understood that there is a need to separate it from the Vedas, as it is a practical concepts. So from 2 BC to 2 AD, it was a very beautiful period and a compilation period where major books have been formed, Charaka Samhita, Sutra Samhita and Ashtanga Sangraha, and it's called as Brihat Rais. So that is still considered as the major 3 textbooks in Ayurvedic classics. And from that period, Ayurveda started to get an importance by separating it from the ritual textbooks like Vedas. So later, it was been updated and documented by concept practices. Idam agama siddhitat pratyaksha bharadarshanat mandarvat sampravyuktabhyam na mimamsa gadajana. It was properly been updated by combining new inventions and observations that was developed by a sequence of learning process by means of pramana. That's called a pramana. So this kind of methodology in learning and practically utilizing for the public health have never been observed in any other medical systems when we learn the history. So that makes the difference regarding Ayurveda. So that kind of support we have in Ayurveda from visions of India, that's called Darshanas and Upanishads. So its root is basically from Vedas, Upanishads and Darshanas, especially Vaisheshika Darshana. So that is how it differs from other medical systems when as by highlighting the historical norms.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, sir.